We're going jank stream. We're going jank stream, baby. So we got to talk about this whole Le Pen is mightier than the sword. Conservative national rally crushed the Macron. Socialists in first round of French election. We all knew this was going to happen. Now the question is, what happens, right? Excuse me, still have like a little bit of a cold. So this is pretty big, kind of tells people where things are going. So let's go with some general house cleaning. Sorry it's been 2 days. I've been working my side hustles. I've got multiple. So played some music. I'd like to thank the 10 people that have liked the video and the one person that was watching. Yeah. Sorry, I had the side hustles this weekend. All of them. In fact, I call it now Side Hustle Saturday. The middle of July, I'll have another Side Hustle Saturday where I'm doing my multiple things. This, of course, is one. A YouTuber. I'm a side hustling YouTuber. Not the full focus. Coaching. Been doing that a lot this last weekend. And then, of course, my music. Because, well, you've all heard the lovely pipes of PrepperNow. Whoosh. So, it's been 2 days and I've neglected you. I apologize. And we are here. Now, there will be no crisis report tonight because there's so much. We're going to just push it off into the morning. So I'm going to go in the morning. I'm taking a day off. We had major storms come through. So there was actually another reason too. This morning up until early, almost noon, we had no internet. Everything was out. So I couldn't do anything. My wife was freaking out because she works from home and blah, blah, blah. And you don't care. And yeah, so we had to wait around, and so I did that, and then I had some more side hustling to do. So good news is we're here live. Clearly, the interwebs is working, and we're going to talk about this whole thing. Le Pen is mightier than the sword. So Marine Le Pen, who's conservative, of course. All right, so this is something I covered a couple weeks ago with the first round of European elections. You'll notice that the newspapers and the media, they want to call them, air quotes, far right. There's absolutely nothing far right about wanting to have a sovereign nation with territorial borders and a bit of a legal process to enter, stay, and legally reside in the country. There's absolutely nothing far right about that. I actually read a thing that there was a little bit of chicanery in the Mueller FBI, but we're not going to bring that up, right? We'll just let you. That's something you can find on the old PrepperNow locals and Subscribestar I've been posting to tonight. And then, of course, those that are on the members here, like Devil Dog Prepper, thanks, brother. Highlands Husky, yeah, these are the good people that are supporting the cause here as we call it out and give you some logical thinking. And that's what we're using. We're just using some logic. And why are we using that logic? Well, because far right isn't logic. Far right is nothing what we're doing here. There's nothing far right about me. I'm actually center right. Yeah, I know. But they want you to seem that way. Far left is kind of what they're doing right now in Paris. And what are they doing? They're burning the crap down. That's what they're doing. They're literally destroying. If I lose politically, I'll start like a blog, like here, vlog. Yep, talk. I might not vote again. I might, try to get people to influence. I might call my congressman and say, hey, I think your platform sucked. I know what you're really going for, but you might want to consider changing. See, I would do things peacefully and intellectually. That's the way I would do it. I wouldn't just grab the gasoline and torches and just start going and, burning it down, because that's what douchebags do. And the left is, well, let's be honest, they're kind of douchebags. And that's what they do. That's why they have to lie and say it's mostly peaceful. It's nothing mostly peaceful about burning someone's furniture store down, the family business. Nothing peaceful about that. Nothing liberal. No, that's just straight up violent, and you're a jerk face for doing it. So of course they're going to try and frame the Marine Le Pen as a far right. Like she's out there walking around seeing about her next tattoo of the Hindu peace symbol. Go look that one up. The Germans in the 1940s really liked that double S cross right there that's been in Asian culture for many years as, different meaning to what the Germans put it to. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So, big turnout. Big turnout. Macron got third. 1, 2, 3. Third. Screwed. I guess people don't want to send their children to die in a foreign land. Like, who wants to send their children to the Rapustitsa, the mud, of the spring and fall of Ukraine, to, die in a desolate trench somewhere getting droned by some dudes that are drinking Russian vodka in a faraway place, traveling in the Shaheeds, the flying Doritos, to take your child out. Nobody wants that. Not even Americans. And so now, they're sitting there going, wow, I wonder why we lost. Well, you lost because you're basically promising world war. Let's be honest, right? Put a thumbs up if you want world war. I'm going to put a thumbs down. I don't want world war. I don't. In fact, I want these jerk faces to talk to each other. But it seems that that's not what they do anymore. So, Le Pen, Macron, in the national rally, it's Rally National in French or whatever, 34.2. NFP, left, it's like a big coalition. They got 29.1, blah, blah, blah. So, far left candidates 1.3, blah, 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 whatever. Ensemble is the Macron, and this is the National Front, Bardella, okay? So a little clarity on whether the anti-immigrant, oh my God, anti-immigrant, well, they've got to be far right. Someone comes down my house and tries to break in. I'm sure that the police are going to put in the notes that when I try to protect my family from the person breaking in, that the far right homeowner, was trying to protect his family. Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, I know, crazy, conservative, trying to protect his family. We shouldn't do that. We should just open the fridge and give everybody a ham sandwich. But again, in this house, we're far right. So they've tried to form a government to cohabit with the pro-EU Macron after Sunday's runoff. They're not going to do that because you've got Bardella and Marine Le Pen, and Marine Le Pen is right wing, and the other group is right wing as well. It seems everybody doesn't want their. There it is. See, they don't want their country on fire. They don't want their country run by a bunch of smelly douchebag Antifa. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that. I apologize. I know they're the protected class here in America. So special. These shock troops of the friggin' Democrat Party now. So no candidate reaches 50% in the first round. The top two contenders automatically qualify, as well as those with 12.5. According to Reuters, the high turnout on Sunday suggests France is heading for a record number of three-way runoffs. These generally benefit the national rally much more than the others. So Marine Le Pen is going to more than likely, get into office and run things. Okay. So let's look at some of the other candidates. You got LFI leader Jean-Luc Mélenchon. Second place NFP Alliance will withdraw all its candidates who came in third in the first round. There's this big play by Macron to kind of try to do a bit of a Hail Mary, that's what we say in America, which is football talk. When you get back, quarterback drops back, tries to chuck it towards the end zone, just pray to God the sucker gets into his wide receiver's hand, score the touchdown, and win the foosball game, right? So Macron is trying to do a little thing. I'm not sure exactly, but he's trying to basically make it so his party has a bit of a better shot, but it's a bit of a Hail Mary, okay? So French Leftist Alliance, socialist, said it would raise top marginal income tax to 90%. I don't know about you, but I'm voting for that. Top marginal income tax, 90%. Well, that sounds great. I should just work myself to death and give it away to a bunch of stinky people in black shirts. Yeah. So that's not going to work. They're pretty socialist over there, but they're not that socialist. That's just, and then somebody would chime in like, well, America, they were like 90%. Actually, if you look back at those tax rates when we were supposedly 90%, there's so many things that you could claim and everything that it was 90% on paper, but it was not 90% actually. Okay, so cool your jets if you think that's the truth. Most interesting one out of all of them is Jordan Bardella, folks. 28-year-old National Rally Party president. Said he was ready to be prime minister. A 28-year-old. This kid is a little less than half my age. Okay? Good-looking guy. Don't get me wrong. No homeowner. 28-year-old kid may soon be prime minister of the second largest European economy. He has ruled out trying to form a minority government, and neither Macron nor the NFP will form an alliance with him. So he basically told Macron where to go and how to get there. Okay, he is evidently the young over there are very how do I put it? A right wing, conservative. Yeah, they are. They're conservative. So that's they don't like the left wing. So I guess when you're basically sold down the river and you're told that you got to give way to all kinds of left wingers, and you gotta give Antifa whatever they want because they're going to burn your country and your city down. And you got to open the gates and have anybody from Southern Hemisphere come rolling up the gut and start to take over the whatchamacallit, the streets and live there and all that. And other people that aren't exactly in line with the freedom that the French really like. I guess the youngins don't really want anyone to do that. So they said, you know what, we're going to start our own thing. We're going to start our own party. We're going to align with right-wingies and, because right-wing means that you want sovereign borders and, not a bunch of people coming in and just taking over. So, that's where we're at. That is. So Mr. Bardella is possibly going to be the prime minister. Voter participation was high compared with previous parliamentarian elections, illustrating the political fervor Mr. Macron aroused with his stunning decision to call a parliamentary vote after the RN trounced party in European Parliament elections. So, of course, if you were on the video before, a couple weeks ago, they had the parliamentary thing, and the right wing was very successful, basically telling all the rich leftist douchebags that nobody likes what they're selling. Evidently, sending your child to die in a foreign country isn't really popular. Taking all of the values and cultural norms of your country and kicking them in the nuts so a bunch of people from other continents can come in and produce like wildfire and literally, I can't say it. Let's just say, rhymes with grape. The fruit is a grape. Yeah, do that to young girls. So, I guess that's not real popular. I don't know about you. I got a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, and if you're trying to give them some grapes, that would cause quite the reaction. And I think you can use your imagination to what that would look like or feel like for people. So it's evidently Europeans are kind of on board with that, the whole don't do that. And now they're voting. They're voting in mass. They're voting in ways they haven't seen in a long time because they want these D-bags out of power. And the D-bags are in power. And they're taking France, Europe, Germany, America down the path of this isn't really good. So, Macron aroused with stunning decision to call a parliamentary vote after the national rally trounced his party. So, Macron did this. His decision plunged France into political uncertainty, sent shockwaves around Europe, and prompted a sell-off of French assets on financial markets. So I guess this is not real popular to the financials. I'm sure their markets will crash tomorrow and all kinds of other stuff because, a bunch of pro-business right-wing, please don't give my child the grapes, people are going to come into power, and they're going to kind of twist some things up because I guess everybody in France is pissed off at Macron. Seems that way. Looks that way. I know, not everyone. Just basically most of them. So, the National Rally has been trying for many years. Long-time pariah, because the whole time, every time the National Rally would be like on a national syndicate, media or whatever, the first thing the person behind the microphone would say was they'd call them right wing, far right, far right, right, far, right? So when you have that shoved in your face, psychology is huge, guys. Let's be honest, okay? Let's peel back the fun and all that and talking about bunches of grapes and all that. Psychology is incredibly important. And when you train your entire media to paint people as a certain way, say, as the racist, because you believe that, naturalization and a legal path to citizenship is a normal thing to do. Like, basically every country has done since, legality and everything was on the books. Well, when your entire media is sitting there going, far right, far right, far right, far right, far. Everybody that, the women and the men that are listening are going to go, ooh, they're bad people. Mr. Media Man keeps saying that they're wanting to do terrible things and they're racist. They're not. They believe in safety. Check this out. They believe in order. I know. And like a functional police presence that, say, stops people getting bunches of grapes, I guess that, that's that. Now when the media says that's far right, and you get that beaten into your head for decades, literally, kind of has an effect. So not all of us, thank God, PrepperNow being one, really believes that. We saw through it. You saw through it. You're smart. If you're here, you probably saw through it. But the problem is Aunt Tilly didn't see through it. Your cousin Jimmy didn't see through it. Your sister didn't see through it. They believed him. They believed Mr. Media Man because they thought, well, this is the Media Man. He's telling me the news. He's nice and kind and he cares for me. And I've watched him since birth. And everything they say to me is all on the level, all completely on the up and up. They love me. They want to see me prosper. And so they'd never, ever tell a fib. They'd never inform me in a kind of way, right? Well, evidently they're doing that, and they have been for quite some time, and people are kind of now just starting to see through it. They're saying, wait a second. I'm African American. I've been promised everything by the Democrat Party for decades, centuries, almost, not centuries, decades. Because there's a bit of a switch in the 50s and 60s anyway. And they say, wait a second, I don't really have anything you've promised me, and I've seen my entire community go to SHIT. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to kind of try to do some things differently this time. We're going to go a little different. So turnout was 60% compared with 39.42% 2 years ago. So that's almost double, or at least a third more. Highest comparable or comparable turnout figures since the 1986 legislative vote. France's research director, Marie Gaillard, said, in short, the people have had enough and they finally went to be heard. The people have had enough and they finally went to be heard. Now, I was told that the far right was going to burn down cities, right? That's what I was told. I just like, if they don't get their way, Mr. Never lie to you media man's going to say, oh, far right's going to go out, get the torches, burn a bunch of crap down, ruin all the vehicles, torch a limo, like in the 2017 inauguration of Orange Man Bad by the left. But actually, it's the left that's out there doing it. In fact, there are stunning videos out there right now of all of them down in the République, the Palais in France and other French words. They're down the streets and they're burning stuff. In fact, I saw a video where there's numerous flags of other countries, many from Africa, but not a single French flag in the picture, in the frame. Not a single French flag. Are you kidding me? Wow. I thought these were French elections. I thought they were going for people that wanted to help France. I thought France was the reason people were going to these elections, to try to help France. But guess what happened? These people weren't helping France, they're helping themselves. They said, wow, I've completely, with my buddies, destroyed this country and insert third world country here. And we're going to take some boats and trains and other funding from wonderful human beings like Mr. George Soros. And we're going to go north, my friend, and we're going to find some new digs up there in the City of Lights, Paris. And now, the people that were there, the French, were like, wait a second, now you're starting to do to my country what you did to your country, and you left your country because your country was turned to SHIT, and now you're here to basically do the same thing. Insanity is repeating the same behavior and expecting a different outcome, right? That's what I learned getting sober. That if I keep doing the same things and stuff is jacked up, maybe I want to change. Maybe I should do other stuff. Maybe I should switch things. Maybe I should consider a different path. So people are doing that. Now here's the big worry, okay? The big worry, my friends. is that Marine Le Pen, I have to think of her name, I was about to call her Macron. Marine Le Pen is going to be like Meloni. Who's Meloni? Meloni is the Italian girl, the Italian PM. She came in, she was all gung-ho, I'm like super going to stop the immigration and blah, blah, blah. And then she became like a total lefty. Total lefty. And everybody's like, wait a second, I've got sound bits of you basically saying, I am going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to fix that. So now a lot of people are waiting. They're like, so what is Marine Le Pen going to do? Is she going to go far right? Far right. And like try to fix the immigration and provide security for the people of the country? Far right. Or is she going to go Meloni and be like, hey, sorry, let me take this big mask off. I don't know about you, but I like boats from Africa. So, personally, I bet you everything I own, I bet she does that. I bet this is Europe. This is Europe. It's almost like, check this, all right, check this out. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. Check this out. It's almost like all the opposition out there is controlled. Right? Now, maybe Marine Le Pen will be different. Maybe she will start a new chapter, start a new page, and maybe she will, start to fix it. Do things that the people voted for her wanted. Not lie to them. Not completely flip-flop like Meloni. But I know what I'm banking on. If you think Marine Le Pen and Bardella are going to do what they say, and they're going to fix stuff, provide security, maybe take away some of the new neighbors that are not really exactly wanting to be there and like the tricolor flag, kind of more into their own country, but they decided to come north. How many people think that's going to actually happen by Marine Le Pen and she will do what she said? If she will do what she say, put a 1 in the chat. She does what she says, and she says what she does, and she does what she says, and she says what she does. Put a 1. If you think she's basically been lying through her teeth the whole time and she's controlled opposition, put a 2. I want to see it. I'm at like 1.8, to be honest with you. There's a 2. Craig Davis, thank you very much, sir. Here they come. Dun, 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 2. Dun, 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 nobody has faith. Bum, 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 bum. We all believe that politics is BS. Politics is for ugly people that can act. There you go. All right. Mainly 2. I like the 5. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. 5. I don't know what that means, but it's probably not good. Yeah. 5. So yeah, France is burning right now. Le Pen has won. Le Pen is Mathieu Dandesol. And here we are. I guess we're going to find out here real soon. Meloni flip-flopped on a dime. She next day, she's like, I just love African boats. Bring them up. Right? So we'll see what France does. Maybe Bardella is, principled. Maybe Marine Le Pen is principled. Maybe they're principled. Maybe they think that they're going to stop this crap. And the people that voted them in, 60%, I might add, are actually worth it. And they're going to, try to do what they voted them in for. And they're going to fix this crap. But I don't know. My faith is gone. All right, let's do another quick poll real quick. Do you still have faith in the system that you can vote your way out of this, any of this crap? Put a 1 in if you think that's going to happen. If you don't think that you can vote your way out of this crap, and there's all kinds of crap going on, and it's just going to get worse from here, put a 2. 1 if you can vote your way out of it, if you can use the systems in place and do it right, put a 1 in. Put a 2 in if you think that all of this is basically just BS and we're screwed. 1.9. I'm kind of with you on that. 2.2. Ooh, 2.2. Oh, 69. That's a lot of lost faith. It's a lot of lost faith. Thank you, Scrappy, for a 4. I don't know, friends. I really don't. I don't want to tell you not to have faith. I don't want to tell you to, sit there and worry about all this crap and think that it's going to get better when it might not. Or not. I don't know what's coming. I don't. I just know that people are really fed up with the people that are leading the show. People are really fed up, and I think this is the big one, are really fed up of being lied to by people in the media, by their politicians, being led to believe they're going to try and actually fix problems. And then when they get into power, they just take what they can and they do the bidding of their masters, the not the little people, the big people. I don't know. Faith is waning, folks. I hope Le Pen does it. I hope Le Pen and Bardella turn France around. I hope they get them out of war. I hope there is no war. But faith is not exactly there anymore. Mostly peaceful, though, right? So, congratulations to Antifa for burning another city in the world down because they didn't get their way, okay? But, yeah, I don't know if it's Antifa. It could be just straight socialists. But they're, not going to do it the right way. I guess they're a 2 too. Yep. All right, friends, we're going to cut it off at that one. Hit the like button. Comment. Subscribe if you're new here. And, sorry I've been gone. A little busy, but good things in France so far. Leading the way for Europe. But we'll see. Not a lot of faith. All right. PrepperNow out. I got a cough. We'll see you on the next one.